EpiPen, keeping your fingers and thumb. This video shows how to use an EpiPen to help someone who is having a severe allergic reaction known as anaphylaxis. Follow instructions on the Askia action plan stored with their EpiPen. When someone is having anaphylaxis, help them lie down. If breathing is difficult, help them sit up, but they should not stand or walk. Make a fist around the middle of the EpiPen, keeping your fingers and thumb away from either end. When you hold the EpiPen, it's blue to the sky and orange to the thigh. Pull off the blue safety release. Place the orange end firmly against the middle of the outer thigh. The EpiPen works through a single layer of clothing, but not through pockets or seams. Push the EpiPen down onto the thigh until you hear a click. Hold firmly in place while counting to 3. When you remove the EpiPen, the orange end will extend over the needle. Put the EpiPen to one side, call 000 immediately and ask for an ambulance. Do not allow the person to stand or walk at any time. The person must stay in hospital for at least 4 hours. For more information on allergy and anaphylaxis, visit our website.
Okay, that one is our EpiPen. So that's our bigger adrenaline injector. And then our next one is an AnaPen. So it's just a new one on the market. You haven't seen them before? No, they're new.
AnaPen to help someone having a severe allergic reaction known as anaphylaxis. Follow the instructions on the Askia action plan stored with their AnaPen. When someone is having anaphylaxis, help them to lie down. If they are having trouble breathing, help them sit up. If they become unconscious, place them on their side in the recovery position. Each AnaPen has a red button with a grey cap at one end and a black needle shield at the other end. First, pull off the black needle shield. This will also remove a small grey needle shield. Then pull off the grey safety cap from the red button end. Hold the AnaPen in your fist with your thumb closer to the red button end. Place the needle end firmly against the outer thigh of the person's leg, halfway between the hip and the knee. The AnaPen works through a single layer of clothing. Press the red button down firmly with your thumb until you hear a click, and hold in this position while counting to 10. Then remove the AnaPen and put it to one side, being very careful to avoid the exposed needle. Call 000 immediately and ask for an ambulance. Stay with the person and keep them calm. When possible, place the large black needle shield back on the AnaPen to cover the needle. Keep your fingers away from the needle at all times. Do not allow the person to stand or walk at any time. The person must stay in hospital for at least 4 hours. For more information on allergy and anaphylaxis, visit our website or call us on 1300 72.
All right, what did you think about that?
Very good, very informative.
But the
I
differences.
I think there's probably a higher risk of like needle stick injuries and all kinds of things going wrong.
And a lot more
with
instructions
this. Like
as
a
well.
lot more instructions, that sort of stuff. But then like if you've got an exposed needle and you're putting it down to deal with that while you call the ambulance and that sort of stuff, and then putting the cap back on, like you've got an exposed needle that somebody else could knock and get like
And in an
stabbed
early
with.
childhood setting,
Yeah,
you
I
have-
think it's like a really dangerous tool.
it's a
actually.
very risky
Yeah.
procedure. So let's have a go. Let's get through our let's have a go with baby Sophia. So we've got our baby, and I'll see if I can see. I'll lay it on the floor. Let's see. Just have to put you down here. Hold up. Okay. There you go. So again, if a child is in distress and they are having an allergic reaction, you are going to talk to them calmly. You're going to keep them calm. you are going to say like, "You're okay, Sophia. You know, it's all right. We've got some medicine here." Again, it goes into their thighs, so you don't want to scare them. You know, like especially in EpiPen. So if I can please have the EpiPen, Michelle. So here we've laid them down, and then it says to give the adrenaline injector. So our EpiPen, form a fist around the EpiPen and pull off the safety release. So that's the blue. Hold the leg still and place the orange end against the mid to outer thigh, with or without clothing, and push down hard until you hear a click. So you hear the click, 1, 2, 3, and then you remove the EpiPen. You keep the child calm and lying down, and you're going to watch them. You're going to make sure that they are still breathing. You're going to try to distract them a little bit so that they're not getting worked up, and you're definitely not going to let them stand up. So you might need to call for someone else to help you. Can you please just come and sit down, you know, hold them so that they're not going to roll over. You know, Sophia's a great baby, but they're not all the same. So we will put this EpiPen away. Same thing again with our EpiPen.
With a baby, though, like if they were a baby, once you've administered that, you could hold them flat.
Well, I'm not sure. I would assume that you would hold them. You just
hold
wouldn't
them
have them
just
upright. So
yeah,
probably
you
could leave
You
them.
could cradle them, sort of thing.
Potentially, we may need to get clarification around that. But yeah, it does say to lay them flat. So you could lay them flat. You may need to hold them down for the time. So let's have a look at the EpiPen. If I can have that, please, Yasmin. Okay, so EpiPen, it's a lot more instructions. So, you know, an EpiPen, blue to the sky, orange to the thigh, easy, 1, 2, 3, done. You're finished. EpiPen says pull off the black needle shield, so down the front. So pull it off, place it down, pull off the grey safety cap from the red button, pull it off, place the needle end firmly against the outer thigh at a 90-degree angle with or without clothing. So side one, push in, or push the red button so it clicks, and hold it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Remove it and place it to the side. All right, again, then you've called 000. You're going to observe the child. You're going to wait and watch. All right. Which one would you think would be more efficient in a daycare centre?
The EpiPen, definitely.
The EpiPen. Okay, can I invite you down? Do you feel comfortable to kneel down on the ground and have a go? With a small baby also, you could probably potentially, you know, like lay them flat across your knee and you could hold them on your knee, and that way you could keep them. So, what would you like to have a go at first? I can get you to kneel down here if you like, Yasmin. So you kneel down in front of Sophia.
Okay. So start with the EpiPen.
So you're going to say, you know, you're going to address your child. Yep.
Okay, well, hi Sophia. I'm assuming though she'll be
having a bad time.
non-responsive potentially.
She could just be very swollen.
Or very swollen, yeah. Okay, so we're going to take that out. Take that one out. And then try and hold her still. Probably need maybe a second person for this at some point. Holding firm at 90 degrees.
Yeah, finger on the red bit.
And then click.
Yep.
And then hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then popping it down, making sure that they're okay, trying to reassure them and not let them get up.
Yep.
Calling the ambulance while we're waiting if somebody else hasn't. And then making sure that parents have been contacted and that they lay still for a while afterwards.
Yep, so we don't get them up until the ambulance comes.
Yep.
Yep, awesome. So
and then you're going to pop the black
the needle
back over the top, which really needs to really do like that. And then
Awesome. All right, great job. Would you like to have a turn at the EpiPen? Much simpler. So remember, so form a fist. Okay, so fist, taking the glue off, and then just bang and holding it in. 3, 2, 1, and coming up, popping it down, making sure that they're staying still, trying to settle them, reassure them, make sure the ambulance and parents have been called, and then waiting for paramedic instruction. Awesome. Great work. Okay. Thank you.
Can I not do mine on my lap or not?
No, it'd be easier if you did it. Well, you know, if you wanted to do it on your lap due to your sore knee, yes, this would be fine for OH&S for this lesson. Okay, let me put it up here. Radio.
I was just going to say only because I won't be able to get back up.
No problem. Okay, do you want your
Okay, we'll go with the EpiPen first.
EpiPen first, and do you remember the saying? What's the saying?
Blue to the sky, orange to the thigh.
Okay, so hold it in a fist.
So, yes, I've got it in a fist, and Sophia's
You're
here on my
gonna
knee.
remain
And
holding
we're
on to
going to
Sophia.
hang on to the baby and reassure her that everything's going to be okay. So we flick off the blue bit and we dab it in.
Maybe
One.
into the thigh a little bit.
I am into the thigh, Anna. Oh,
Just.
well, okay, we're
Just.
meant to be into the thigh.
You don't want to hit the
Okay,
hip though.
3, 2, 1, and release it. And we're not going to let her hop up. We're going to then call the ambulance, 000, and wait until they arrive, and just keep an eye on her.
Absolutely. Okay, so then we've got the EpiPen. So the EpiPen, the instructions are pull off the black needle shield.
Okay. So we've got that. So again, we've
So
got
now you have an
Sophia here.
exposed needle.
We have got an exposed needle, so I'm hanging on to Sophia and trying to keep her calm.
So you hold it
And
down.
then
Take
I've
off the
got to
red.
take that off the red, and I'm holding it here, ready to, on a 90-degree angle, ready to pop it into Sophia's leg.
Thumb on the red end.
Thumb on the red end. Okay.
And click. And then hold it.
Is it clicking?
Yeah, you have to
10,
pretend.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then put the needle down, call 000, and then contact the parents and just keep an eye on her until they arrive.
And what's one other safety thing that you would do for the EpiPen?
We can put the lid and everything else back on the EpiPen. So
Take away the exposed
the
needle.
needle is not exposed.
Excellent.
So put that back in. Meanwhile, hanging on to Sophia and making sure she's safe, or getting somebody else to help you with the EpiPen.
Awesome. All right. So that is So easy way to remember is thank you for holding my phone. Easy way to remember is orange to the sky, blue to the thigh, and an EpiPen. Obviously, we need to get some practice around. It's more knowledge, so you need to make sure everyone in your daycare centre and all your staff are aware, because it is quite dangerous. There's also a lot of people, like if you don't hold the EpiPen properly, there's a lot of dangers with this. It will inject adrenaline, and once it's one serve done, so if you accidentally inject yourself while you're trying to save Sophia, you're done. Like you then don't have an EpiPen. So you need to be very careful. Also, that's important for it to be held in a fist so that you don't have fingers flailing around.
So is that the same with the EpiPen? You only get one go at it?
Yes, so they are single dose at all times. So there's been so many horror stories of, they'll flick the lid off, so then the needle will be out, and then some people will go like that, and the needle will go straight through their thumb. All those type of things. So, Yasmin, could you maybe use me, use the EpiPen, and instruct me as if I was a small child. So I'm not an infant, but I'm a 5-year-old. And I've come to you and I've said, Yasmin, my throat is itchy and I'm very puffy. I've just eaten a prawn and I'm allergic to shellfish. So you see that my action plan states I'm allergic to shellfish?
Yes, so yeah, I hopefully would already know that and have seen
Yes.
that, and then would get down on their level and try and reassure them and calm them down, take them into a space where we can get the medication and or send another worker for that while I stayed with the child, and then get them to just lay down on the ground. And then from there, hopefully somebody's brought the EpiPen out, and then talk them through what's about to happen. And if they've had it before, they might know what's about to happen. And then grabbing the EpiPen, reassuring them, so they're laying down on the ground, and you're gonna come up next to them, right into the middle of their thigh, take the blue cap off, straight on 1, 2, 3, and then releasing, and then making sure that they're okay, and just trying to get them to stay calm and continue laying on their back, and then calling an ambulance if somebody hasn't already done so, and also family or emergency contacts being notified, and I guess an incident report.
Yep, and then we would write an incident report. So, absolutely. Fantastic. So, yeah, our EpiPen, our AnaPen, and making sure that we know, making sure that we know our children's allergens as well. So, ensuring that the anaphylaxis plans are displayed. Visible, and but also you need to be careful, you know, as children get older, they become more self-conscious, so they need to be displayed, you know, in a staff room, in a classroom, you know, maybe inside a door or something like that, but not so that every single person wandering through has access to this. So do we have any questions?
No.
If a child had thick denim jeans on, would you think it would be appropriate to remove the jeans or not?
Yes. Or no, if it's a matter of life and death, you wouldn't remove them. But if you could, you would.
But if it was a difference between the pen going through, like if you hit a jean seam, you know, you could break the needle. So would you remove the jeans?
Well, you would if you could.
Yeah, it'd probably just depend on time and stuff like that. But yeah, I think as long as you can stay away from seams and stuff like that,
it will go through one layer.
Go through. Yeah.
Would you, if I was at the daycare centre, sorry Michelle, can you just hop off your phone during our training program?
I will.
Unless there's an emergency.
That was an emergency.
Thank you. This is really important that you are aware of this. So if you took someone else's EpiPen, would it be okay to use Sophia's EpiPen for little Charlie that's also having a reaction?
No.
And Sophia's mum said that she'll buy a new EpiPen tomorrow. Would that be okay?
No.
No. So if in an extreme emergency there was 2 adults and one was having an anaphylaxis and an adult gave someone else an EpiPen, that adult then needs to go in the ambulance with the other person to replace the EpiPen. So we never use someone else's EpiPen. It's just not safe. Okay. So is there any questions?
No, I think that's okay.
No.
So do you feel confident if you saw a child, would you feel confident administering an adrenaline injector? Yes.
Yes.
Would you feel confident instructing someone else to use an adrenaline injector?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Well, I've got some feedback forms for you to fill out, and I would love some feedback. So thank you so much for participating today.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you.